Thanks for joining me today. My name is Debra. I am a certified master dementia strategist. I have taught for the Alzheimer's Association for many, many years. I've been teaching and educating people on how to communicate and manage their behaviors with their people with dementia for almost 2 decades. I would like to welcome you to Answers About Alzheimer's, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so that way you will be notified when new educational pieces have been posted so that you can stay up to date. Today, I'm going to talk specifically to those of you who may be new to this Alzheimer's or dementia journey. This is going to be a little starter kit for you. It's going to give you a broad range on a lot of topics so that you kind of can hone in and figure out what it is that you're dealing with and what's happening, because I'm sure that you have a lot of questions. So please, again, subscribe to the channel. This is a wonderful community of people who will help you and guide you and answer questions for you along your way. I want to spend some time and talk about the fact that dementia is a degenerative brain disease, and there currently is no cure, and it is going to result in death. So this is a progressive degenerative disease of the brain. So there are several different types of dementia, and you may not know yet what type of dementia that you're dealing with. There are dementias cover many different spectrums. There's Alzheimer's disease, frontotemporal dementia, vascular dementia, Lewy body dementia, Parkinson's disease, Korsakoff syndrome, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, Pick's disease. There's multiple, many different types of diseases that have dementia as a symptom. That's the first thing I want to cover today, just briefly, but Alzheimer's is a disease and dementia is a symptom. So all of those different diseases that I just mentioned have dementia as one of the symptoms under the umbrella, okay? So think of it like if you have a cold, you'll have a sore throat, runny nose, fever, body aches. Those are all symptoms. Dementia is a symptom. Your doctor may or may not determine the type of dementia for quite some time. So they may be using a general term like dementia or mild cognitive impairment or age-associated memory impairment until they can determine which type of dementia your person has, because it will take several visits over a period of time to figure out what type of dementia your person may or may not have. Now, since we've kind of already gotten into the different types of dementias, I have a wonderful PDF printout for you that you can get on my website. The website will be linked below. It's in all of my posts and in my bios. But at answersaboutalz.org, I have this great resource for you. It's called Understanding Different Types of Dementia. And you'll notice that we have different types of dementia, the average life expectancy after diagnosis, and the causes and the symptoms of the dementia, because different types of dementia have different symptoms. It's very, very important that you understand that different dementias have different symptoms that you will be dealing with. So it's important to get a proper diagnosis. Now, another thing that I want to let you know about this sheet that's really interesting is that we're finding now that more and more people, after if they have an autopsy, that they really are suffering from more than one type of dementia. Doctors are not necessarily searching for a second diagnosis. So it may be up to you to notice different symptoms and bring that to the attention of the doctor. So this would be a very good document for you to have and hang on to. It's really, really terrific. So this is Understanding Different Types of Dementia, and this is available on my website at answersaboutalz.org. I would also love to know if you would love to introduce yourself down below and let me know maybe where you're viewing from, who you're caring for, and if you do have a diagnosis of dementia, that would also be helpful for what type of dementia. So currently, there are many different medications that are out on the market that are used to slow the progression of the disease. Some can help the brain feel a little bit clearer. If they put you on one, they usually don't take you off, but they'll piggyback on another medication. My mother had dementia, but it was many, many years ago. She started out with Aricept. It worked very well for her. It doesn't work well for everyone. Every drug is different for every person. So you don't know until you try it. And then they piggybacked Namenda on top of the Aricept. And she did very, very well with both of those. So I personally do not advise anybody on medications. That's something that you need to take up with your doctor. I also highly recommend that you please, when you're visiting these groups and getting into these different chat rooms, please direct all medication questions to a doctor. Okay? Please don't start relying on other people for things like medications, because different medications are for different dementias and they cannot be good for other ones. So please be very, very careful with that. Promise me. Right? I promise in the chat. Right, Debra? I promise. Okay. So now that we've talked a little bit about medications, I'd like to talk a little bit about testing. So it's important that, first of all, it's very important that you go to see a neurologist. If you're having problems with cognition, memory, if this is a concern of yours and your primary care physician seems to be taking the ball on this, you need to go to a neurologist. And I cannot stress this enough. These changes are happening quickly, and the medical field changes constantly. And let me put it to you this way. If you were having a heart attack, would you let your primary care physician perform open heart surgery on you? No. If you had cancer, would you let your primary care physician administer chemotherapy treatments to you? No. Or remove a tumor? No, you wouldn't. You would go to an oncologist. So when you are dealing with problems with your memory, you need to go to a neurologist. So I hope that makes sense. You have to go to a neurologist. And it can take many, many months to get into an appointment for a good neurologist. So don't wait. Get in there, get your appointment, and get the ball rolling. So when you start going and telling your doctor maybe that you're starting to see some problems, there's going to be lots of different testing that the doctors will do. I have a couple of videos on that. But they're going to do cognition tests. They're going to do neurological testing. They're going to send you for maybe some scans and blood work. So there are some new promising testing out there, but I don't know how widely they're used as of yet. But at least for Alzheimer's disease and Lewy body dementia, there is a skin test that is available. So this is why it can take so long to get a diagnosis of what type of dementia you're dealing with, because different scans can show different dementias. So if you go for a CT scan, it's only going to look for a particular type of dementia. It will not detect other types of dementia. So it's almost like they have to rule things out to get the right diagnosis. So try to be patient with your doctor, but also be diligent and make sure that they are not, just ending it and telling you dementia and not telling you whether it's Alzheimer's disease, Lewy body, frontotemporal, vascular. You're going to want to know that terminology. Don't let them keep a broad diagnosis of dementia. Now, again, it can take several visits over quite a bit of time to get a definitive diagnosis, and that diagnosis may change in the future. But just remember to keep asking the type of dementia that we're looking for. I want you to join me for part 2 of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and get your copy of Forget Me Not. This is the #1 Alzheimer's and dementia guide for caregivers. It's a very easy read. This is going to give you so many amazing tips and tricks, and some of which I'm going to talk about in part 2. If you're passionate about dementia, join our modern training course, proven to get you results, guaranteed. To apply, go to answersaboutalz.org